thing about rabbit manure is it is a cold manure, and it's one of the most powerful manures that you can use. So when you're looking at NPK, rabbit manure beats cow, horse, sheep, goat, chicken. In fact, it's almost double. When you think about cow, it beats cow like 4 times. So now you have a cold. So when the chickens get under here, the black soldier fly larvae, the black soldier flies love laying their eggs in that. And then when it hatches, the chickens go crazy. When I flip it for them, the red wigglers and the earthworms are, guys, they can't eat them all in one day. I mean, it's a protein source. It is free. It is available. It keeps my ladies healthy. It keeps them happy. Keeps them full. So I roll all this back and forth, and this is the chicken coop on the back is where they lay their eggs, and that's where my broody hens go. I leave them back there. My hoses don't reach way up here, guys. So I have to tote water to these plants. Now, I don't know about y'all, but 5 gallons of water is a lot. And I wear out. I'm one person. By the end of the day, I can barely walk. So my thing is this. I need everything to be as self-sustainable as possible. So what happens is, if you look, there's cardboard there. All right? So this cardboard is protecting the soil. You see how it's absorbing the water already? And then the mulch is all the way up on it. It's gonna, and look at the leaves. The leaves are underneath the hay so they don't blow off.
It's also providing a good spot for worms to come up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So all this is about amending the soil.
You guys get a lot of pine straw out here and use that, or?
Yeah. So I go in the woods here. Now most of, other than the heavy mulch of hay on top, the trash hay, all the leaves come off my property. So when you're looking at these leaves piled up out here, like I have a video, my husband started over there and it was like a tidal wave of leaves that he blew. It took 45 minutes to get them from that side to this side with a big blower. And that's what we do. We blow them all year long back into the garden, back into the garden. You can never have enough mulch, guys. You simply cannot. So if your neighbors have leaves, we use grass clippings. So when I cut grass, I'm out here with a rake because I don't even have a grass catcher. I'm raking it up, putting it in, and it goes back into the chicken coop, back into the garden, back into the worm bin. So I deep water right here. So there's my little one potato plant that made it through the freeze. So
Direct seed, everything?
when you first start no-till, I highly advise you transplant everything. Everything. Grow your plants out or purchase them from somebody. Drill you a hole, because in this, we used a drill. I mean, I was like, that. The stuff they gave me, I'll show y'all when we get over here, the tool they gave me bent in the first week of trying to get in this clay. Like the tool, just my husband put his 220 pounds on it, and the tool, American, US made steel, like this. I mean, it just couldn't make it through the soil. You couldn't even get a shovel. So he bought me a drill bit that goes on the end, and I just went whoop whoop, made a hole, filled it full of compost, worm castings, rabbit manure, put my transplant in, composted around it, pulled the heavy mulch back to it. And that's how I did this entire 1/4 acre last year. This year, the soil is so amended, I was able to actually get some seeds, the okra seeds directly in the soil. The corn, the black oil sunflower seeds directly in. The red beans, the bush beans directly in. Now I did transplant things like the melon, the tomatoes, that kind of stuff. I transplanted them in because I wanted them bigger and was ready to go. So it's a mixture this year, which is, like I said, for me, it's a learning experience because now I've got to heavy mulch in between the rows. I can't just roll my mulch out like I did last year and then make a hole, put a plant in. Somebody else, the more you're making yourself, it's more money in your pocket. It's your money.
What
You
about
can do this.
what about an airway, like a yard airway? Have you ever considered that?
I'm not familiar with an airway.
Because I use airways across my pastures.